What's up, guys? So one of my students asked me recently how she can get better at submitting her training partners, submitting her opponents during competition. This is a question with many answers. One of the ways that you can get better at attacking, at finishing your attacks, finishing your opponents, is by having an incredible, impregnable defense, by being defensively sound. This is something that Roger Gracie talks about a lot. When you are confident in your defense, this confidence leads you to be able to launch attack after attack after attack without fear of getting submitted yourself. When you're worried, when you're scared of getting submitted, when you fear your opponent's ability to finish you, you become very defensively minded, and this shuts down your offense, shuts down your ability to launch attacks freely. When you are fearless because your defense is that good, you can launch attacks at will. So this is one way of improving your ability to launch and then finish attacks. And because you are launching so many attacks, your ability to finish opponents, finish those attacks gets better, because just your time in the trenches with those attacks increases. So of course your ability to, your understanding of the attacks, your understanding of the minutiae of the defenses your opponent might try and throw up, they get better and better and better, just because you are spending so much time, live training time or competition time, in a place where you can experiment with those attacks. So that's one way of getting, increasing your attack and finishing rate. Another way is to chain. So this kind of feeds off what I was just saying about launching continual attacks. Chaining your attacks together, keeping your opponent off balance, keeping them so concerned about the attack that is coming that they don't have time to think about escaping. Let's assume you've got them in control. Let's say you're in mount. You're mounted on your opponent. You're launching attack after attack after attack, and maybe your opponent is doing a good job of defending them, but you are keeping them so busy thinking about the next attack that's coming, they haven't got time to launch an escape. So again, it's about creating an environment where time now starts to work in your favor. You're spending more time in an offensive situation, so your odds of finishing the fight with a submission are increasing exponentially, or increasing accordingly. Exponentially is a big word, might not apply in this particular situation, but I like it. So chaining your attacks together to keep your opponent off balance. Not only are you forcing them to basically stay in a defensive position where the odds of you finishing them are going up and up and up, but you can misdirect them. Jiu-jitsu, especially when it comes to submissions, jiu-jitsu is about misdirection. Now sure, you can force an attack, you can force a given attack, force an armbar. Once you've got it locked in, someone's defending, you can crank that armbar on, snap it on. You can force the rear naked choke, smash through someone's defenses and force the finish. But the real art, the real finesse of jiu-jitsu is about misdirecting your opponent, leading them one way, getting their attention over here, and you sneak around the back and catch them. This is the art of jiu-jitsu. This is what makes jiu-jitsu such a powerful submission art. Being able to misdirect, lead your opponents into a blind alley, where actually, as Henry Akins likes to say, even the right move, let's say they defend the cross-collar choke from the mount, they defend your cross-collar choke, they defend that well, but in so doing, they leave themselves vulnerable to the armbar. This is actually a very common submission chain sequence that people employ. So even the right move becomes the wrong move. And this is a powerful concept when it comes to submissions in jiu-jitsu. Guys, just to let you know, I am giving away my Breathing for BJJ Recovery tutorial, absolutely free. There'll be a link in the description below. Just hit the link, enter your email, all that kind of good stuff, and you will receive the 10 video training course where I go over very simple but scientifically backed, very effective techniques to improve your recovery between training sessions so that you can come back feeling strong, refreshed, energized after a hard training session. You can come back feeling great. And even between rounds. So you're having a heavy sparring round, the bell goes, you've got a minute to rest. You will learn in this training how to recover between rounds to come back stronger, more re-energized, more revitalized, so that you can roll harder. So check out the link in the description below. In the meantime, if you found this content helpful, enjoyable, interesting, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, help me spread the good word, and I will see you next time.